Hi, Kingdom. Welcome back. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So I have another story time for you today. So this one actually was before we got married. So we were, when we lived in New York, we were together probably about 5.5 years. Um, and now in hindsight, I said, boy, I don't know. But we were together about 5.5 years. And in my mind, I was thinking, I didn't say this to him, but I was thinking, I am getting older, as I like to say, more vintage. And, after what, 3 years, 2.5, 3 years of someone being with someone, if you want to uh, move forward to the next level. And we had talked about it, but it was never anything concrete about getting married. Now, in hindsight, I, it's probably was God directing me not to do it. But it happened and I can't undo it. I can't change any thing from the past. What I can do though is learn from it, grow from it, help you guys, um, and of course move forward and do better and show my kids what a healthy environment and a healthy relationship is supposed to look like. So this particular day, we were still living in New York. We were not married yet. I had went to the Art Institute of New York City. It's a culinary school for my business management. I did the 2 year business management. Had hoped one day that maybe I would open my own restaurant. I love to cook. Now, not so much because I don't really have to cook the kids. I'll cook for the kids, here and there. But when I cook, the kids really don't really want the food that I make. So it winds up just going in the garbage and sitting in the refrigerator. We have a new, different generation of kids. They don't want our food. But anyway, so I went to the Art Institute of New York City, and so it was graduation. And so for graduation, I decided that I wore a beautiful white blouse. I wore a beautiful white skirt that has some soft pleats in it. And so I said, well, I have all this white on, and then my all of my accessories were diamonds. I had on diamond earrings. I had on a diamond necklace. I did diamond bracelet. My shoes had diamonds in it, so it was all light. Everything was, white and diamond is all light. So I decided that I would put like a smoky gray eyeshadow on to kind of contrast all of this white. It wasn't black, it was smoky gray. So I said, well, I have all this light stuff in. So in my mind, I was thinking if I, put like the smoky eyeshadow, it'll kind of contrast all of this white that I had on. So I got dressed and I don't remember why, but I guess I went to pick him up at his mother's house. Now that I think about it, I think that his dress clothes were there. His dress clothes weren't because he was living with me at my parents' house. That he said during the divorce he didn't know that house, even though he had lived with me for the 5.5 years of the relationship. But anyway, um, my son and I went to pick him up from his mother's house because he got dressed there. You know, he put on a dress shirt and dress pants, and those clothes were at his mother's house. And so when we went to pick him up, he came out and he looked at me, and I thought that he was gonna say, "Oh, you look, honey, you look so beautiful, babe, you look so beautiful. Sweetie pie, you look gorgeous. I'm so happy for you. Today is a good day. Today is a great day." But one thing about narcissists, and I did a video about this, they love to steal your joy. And another thing that I didn't mention in the video is they love to steal your shine, and they like to um, dimmer your shine. And so he looked at me and told me, um, once again, he loves this term. He said he didn't like my eyeshadow. He said it was too dark, and it wasn't dark. It was a smoky gray. So it was dark, but it wasn't black. I would never put on black. It was a beautiful, beautiful smoky gray color. I thought it brought out my eyes and my skin. But he said that he did not like this smoky gray eyeshadow. He didn't say that. He said, "I don't like that stuff on your eye." He said, "Take it off." He said, "You look like a whore." And now that I think, I said, he must know a lot of whores because he was always referencing me that I looked like a whore. So obviously he knows a lot of whores, and he put me in the same category as them. So anyway, he let me know that he didn't like it and that I was to take it off. And my son was there and heard the whole story. My son actually mentioned it maybe about 2 months ago. He said, "I remember when we would go to graduation." So it's funny how you think that kids are not listening and that kids don't hear anything, but they hear and they know. My son is just turned 26, and he still remembers that like it was yesterday, that this man called me a whore and told me that he didn't like my eyeshadow and that I was to take it off. Well, if anybody knows me, if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to do the complete opposite. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to do anything disrespectful. But me wearing eyeshadow, come on. There's nothing wrong with that. If I like it, then okay. If you don't really care for it, hold your comment to yourself. Don't pass it off on someone else and ruin someone else's day. So anyway, so we got in the car and we went back to my parents' house. We picked up, my sister, and I don't remember my dad going. Now that I think about it, I don't know if he was there or not there. But me, my sister, my son, the narc, and my mother all got in the car together. Or did we drive two cars? I don't remember that part. But anyway, that's not important. Um, when I think we were all in the same car. When we had our ceremony at BMCC down in Manhattan, Lower Manhattan. And so when we got there, we all got out of the car, and the narc announced that he was not going into the ceremony. And I said, "What? You're not coming in?" And he said, "No, I told you that I don't like your eyeshadow." No, he said, "I don't like that stuff on your eye." He didn't call it eyeshadow. He said that crap on your eye. And so I said, "Okay, so you're going to sit in the car the entire time?" He said, "I'll be here when you get back." And he sat in the car the entire graduation. I did not enjoy my graduation, which I now know is another tactic that they don't want you to enjoy yourself. They don't want you to excel. They don't want you to do good in anything. So he sat in the car the entire time while me, my sister, my son, and my mother went into the ceremony. And when we came out, he was sitting in the same spot. Throughout the ceremony, I remember thinking, he's gonna come in. He's gonna come in. He's not gonna sit out there the entire time. He's gonna come in. He's going to um, say to himself, "This is stupid. You know, my honey bunny, my sweetie pie is graduating today, and I have to be there to support her." And so, Kingdom, that never happened. He never came in. Um, he sat in the car the entire graduation. And when we got out, we got in the car, and I believe we went to dinner. He did go for that, um, and paid for that. That's something I can't take away. That's hands down. He would do that. But I, I can't even enjoy the thought of graduating, because that's always stuck in my head, and apparently it's stuck in my son's head as well. So, and I still married him. Ah, boy. What fools we are, what we push under the rug, what we accept, what we ignore, just to say we have someone. But I'll tell you what, someone said something to me recently, and I think the person said, maybe eventually you guys can figure things out. I said, no. No, 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 no. That path I can never walk again. But I remember responding this way. And I said, which I know that this is not what God has for me, but my response was, I would rather live happy and single the rest of my life than to live miserable and unhappy with him. And that says a lot. No. Happy and single